Yeah, so in terms of what skills somebody working in HR needs to have today, I come from an interesting perspective there because I have developed a self-managing workplace in my second company called Tree, and I believe that the role of HR is definitely to empower people to be able to do some of their management tasks themselves, so to be able to self-manage at least to a degree, because that's how innovative, forward-thinking managers are born, where more power is given to the people and people are allowed and even encouraged to perform some tasks that the manager would normally in a standard hierarchical organization perform. Okay, so it's a really interesting question when it comes to what's the role of HR in current kind of modern workplace. You may have heard about chief happiness officers, for example. I believe that empowered workplaces help people to self-manage, and the role of HR that becomes much more about supporting them in their growth as human beings and creating genuinely joyful, pleasurable, not all the time, but some of the time, organizations and workplaces where people feel safe to be in their mastery and in their weakness, where people feel at home, where people can speak openly and vulnerably. For example, about mental health. I've been on a huge journey with mental health, depression, anxiety, ADHD, and I believe the role of HR is really to create that kind of safety net and to create structures and systems where people are really seen for who they are, they're really heard in terms of their passions, ideas, etc., and they are healthy and happy within the organization. Let's not underestimate that. That's incredibly important. So it's a really good question in terms of what skills the young professionals, Gen Zs entering the workplace these days should have. So when I recruit people, and I've done that for quite a while, I look, of course, at their skills and their role fit, but even more, I look at their levels of personal maturity. To what degree are they able to manage themselves, particularly in the kind of workplace that I like to create? To what degree are they able to handle the complexity that goes with it? So, we've invented at Tree a very interesting recruitment model using Robert Keegan's framework to help us navigate. Are people able to handle complexity that comes with self-managing workplace? So I would say self-knowledge is key, self-management is key, and self-love is key. Working in HR, you've got the power to redefine structures, to set up new practices and new rituals that make people feel seen and heard and appreciated in the organization. So I think it's all down to HR people being able to consciously exercise that power, setting up structures, setting up systems, creating rituals that make people feel seen, heard, and valued. Giving women access to funding, and in terms of really stepping into our power as women. And what I'm also seeing in workplaces and in business in particular, in my book and in my work, I talk quite a lot about different leadership paradigms.